Okay, I have had it with these... Oh. Sorry, I kinda didn't hear you come in. Hello and welcome to Playzocker Reviews, a German language YouTube channel directed at collectors from German-speaking countries. And... wait a second, German? You might ask that is obviously not German, and you know what? You are right. But for this video today, I have a special message that's very important to me and that I didn't want to limit to my usual audience who, well, obviously have heard this message a few times before. No, I want to talk to a broader audience saying something that comes deep from the bottom of my heart. Zavvi is the worst online shop I ever had the misfortune of dealing with. And you know what? After saying that, I immediately feel better. And wow, you also might say, I have never heard that one before. I know it's kind of like, you know, the joke where the skeleton walks to the doctor. But in all seriousness, I've had my beef with Zavvi over the last couple of months. You know, them shipping steelbooks in these freaking thin cardboard boxes with little to no protection, with postal services who I'm sure have a competition out there trying to run over as many packages with freaking tanks as they can, might not be the best idea. You know, I've had my fair share of deliveries that came damaged, you know, fair, such as it's fair to pay 20% import taxes when you order a single Blu-ray from Amazon.com. But without exaggeration, and I'm sure you know that I would never ever exaggerate, even though you might only know me for like 2 minutes, I have received well over 30 damaged steelbooks from Zavvi alone, and some of them came in conditions that didn't even resemble steelbooks anymore. But I know that I'm not alone with that problem, but still, I'm sitting here reading from this obvious script below the camera and delivering this message. And why? Why do I do that, you may still ask, but, you know, I'm trying to enroll Zavvi into the Hogwarts School of Wizardry. Why so? Because they took their online shop, which was terrible, and made it even worse. Which is a feat I didn't know was humanly possible. I don't know how they did it. I mean, of course, I have to state that I did not test any shop in existence, but I am definitely still quite kinda sure that Zavvi is the worst of the bunch, because I can't imagine a second place being there where so much incompetence meets so much carelessness. And you know, remember these white cardboard boxes I talked about a few seconds ago? You know, the ones that blow? I kinda want them back. Because what Zavvi did was they replaced these terrible things with cardboard envelopes. And over the last couple of weeks, I've received like 5 steelbooks just in a cardboard envelope. The stuff that Amazon uses for plastic keep case releases. And that sucks for those. But still, it's kind of a miracle because all of those were intact. And then, after a few of these envelope things, I received another one of the whiteys, as I like to call them, of course, with a bent steelbook inside. And what I find most interesting about this candidate here is that you obviously can see the damage on the steelbook, but there is no corresponding damage on the white cardboard box, which kind of makes me wonder. I mean, I've seen basically all 20x seasons of CSI, but I don't think it takes a very giant mind to figure out what happened here. Anyways, then, to top it all off, I ordered the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy box set during Zavvi's Black Friday sale. You know, $11 for a big box set sounds like a fair deal. Right? Right? Wrong. Because this box set arrived just thrown into a small package. And you know what? What I show you here is exactly how I got it. No protection, no nothing. Just the box set thrown into the package. And you might wonder, yes, it arrived damaged. And what I find most interesting, it's the first box set I received where every single one of the 8 edges are bent, dented, or somewhat damaged. This is actually stuff for the Guinness World Records, if you ask me, but there is even more, because there is a sticker on the side of this package that clearly states what's inside, because privacy is for losers, that's what. And you know what? These are just 2 examples of things that arrived in my home over the last couple of months. I mean, I tried to spice this video up with showing you clips from other videos I did a few months or weeks back, but honestly, I can't show you everything because that would just make this video and my head explode. So if you want to look through my channel, well, everything but this video is in German, sorry, but you may find a few more steelbooks and a few more stories about Zavvi that I did not share in this video. But the only thing that I would like to address is I would have loved to show you even more live here, but most of the steelbooks that arrived damaged I do not have anymore because I sent them back. And that leads me to the next big topic, Zavvi's customer support. A word that I just don't even want to say. You know, the only situation I've ever experienced where explaining something has less effect than talking to Siri on a dead iPhone that's been run over by one of the tanks that usually runs over my packages for 2 weeks straight is trying to tell anything to a customer support person at Zavvi. You know, you write them something, then you get the reply, you read it, and you think to yourself, there is no logic in what he says. Because Zavvi offering 15% off the item price for a steelbook that looks like a freaking skateboard is something where I can just ask myself, are they making fun of me? Did they even read my message or look at the photo I sent them? Or do they just don't give a crap? And actually, I don't even know which of the 3 answers would be worst. And then, to add insult to injury, hearing that Zavvi will pay only up to 15% of the item price for the return shipment. And now comes a very special, a public service announcement for the people at Zavvi. That is not how that works. That is not how any of this works. Because if you send out damaged products or package them so poorly that you are directly responsible for the condition they arrive in, why on earth should I pay for the goddamn delivery? Why should I pay for the return? This does not make any sense. It's your negligent conduct that is responsible for the damages. I am not to blame. Well, I kinda am because I'm still stupid enough to order from your shop. But believe me, constantly having to deal with your customer support, I think is punishment enough. I think I should deserve a medal after all these conversations. And please log on to my account and check them, because I'm sure you will have a fun good night read. And still, I think I said and showed and shared enough for one video. But speaking of sharing and showing, please look through my channel if you want to see more on what I have received from Zavvi over the last couple of months. It's the collection update videos that you're looking for. And the bottom line for this video, what's the message going through in these 10 minutes? It's very simple. Dear people at Zavvi, If you want to bury your shop deep down in a ditch, somewhere next to the last remaining ET for Atari 2600 cartridges, then please just go ahead and do what you're doing now, because that works perfectly. It'll be just a few more months until every collector in the world will realize that ordering from Zavvi might just be a synonym for throwing money in the gutter. But actually, no. Come to think of it, even throwing money in the gutter is more fun than ordering from Zavvi, because it doesn't come with a free disappointment. I exactly know what I'm getting myself into when I throw money in the gutter. I don't know jack when I order from your shop. But to say it with another quote, a long, long time ago, I can still remember. When Zavvi started releasing exclusive steelbooks, I was the first one on your website. I was the first one checking every single day for weeks and months to come, ordering every single steelbook, receiving so many of them broken, having so much hassle with your awful, awful customer service that I just kinda gave up. Only looking onto your site for like once a month, not giving a damn anymore, just ordering the releases that are extremely important for my collection and that I cannot get anywhere else. And by anywhere else, I even mean eBay at double the price. I so don't care anymore. And still, you managed to surprise me. Yup, I'm surprised. But more than that, I'm actually pissed off. And now that I have talked a lot about my experiences with Zavvi, and something that might surprise you at the end of this video, I did not make this video log to, just piss on Zavvi's reputation, because they're doing a well enough job at that. I actually just wanted to get my story out there. Maybe find a few collectors who are interested in that. Maybe even raising awareness. And in that, you can help me. Please write your personal experiences with Zavvi into the comment section below this video. Tell me, do you have the same experiences that I told you about? Or were you just sitting in front of your TV screen and says, please give this guy some Ritalin, I don't know. Please, I need more psychologists and psychiatrists here on YouTube telling me what to do. But maybe everything worked fine for you with Zavvi. Please tell me that. Share this video with other collectors. Maybe make it known, because if this, let's just call it an open letter, gets enough attention, someone high up at Zavvi headquarters might start thinking. And that, my friends, will be an event worth celebrating. And to close this letter off, dear folks at Zavvi, if you would like to respond to this open letter, please do so via playzocker@gmail.com. I will be more than happy to read and comment on your statement in a future video, because I am really looking forward to that one. Until then, I've been Playzocker. I'm over and out, and I'm looking forward to your comments. Bye.